Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Palian, and thanks for joining us for Spotlight on Bensenville. As the summer winds down, the Bensenville Park District summer camp season is coming to a close, and staff is getting ready for the fall. Today, we'll be talking about the Park District Clubhouse program, the before and after program, the days off school program, and the new emergency childcare service, plus early childhood programs with our Bensenville Park District Recreation Supervisor and Program Coordinator, Leslie Monarrez. Welcome, Leslie. Great to have you on the show. The first time in about 7 months here. We talked to you at the beginning of the year. Talk a little bit again about your role with the Park District, if you can remind our audience.
Yeah, so I'm in charge of our early childhood programs with this preschool, any of our tiny tots, things like that. I'm also in charge of our before and after care, so our clubhouse, along with our summer camps during the summer, and then our youth programs.
Oh, great. Well, summer's almost over, and
Yes.
I bet it's been really rewarding working with all the young people during the summer camps. Talk a little bit about that. I know the last session is the 5th through the 9th of August, right?
Yes, yeah, so we're coming up on our last session. The kids, I know, from what I've heard, they've been enjoying themselves. We have adventure camp going on different field trips, same with sports and teen, kind of each camp doing their own thing. Kind of like what they're geared towards. So it's been a fun summer.
Excellent. And it's back to school time, all the sales and everything, but also time to register for the Park District's Clubhouse programs, the before and after school care program, and also days off school. Why should people sign up for this program?
Yeah, so it's a great program for kids, especially for parents who obviously have to work till the time after school ends at 3. Some parents can't pick them up right away. Our aftercare program allows the parents to the school drives them over. They will give them snack. They have their specific time to do their homework. They still get free play, time in the gym or outside depending on the weather. And then before care, obviously for those parents who have to leave early for work, we give them a chance to drop off their kids here, and then we're in charge of breakfast. They'll do some activities in the morning, maybe color, kind of just chill in the morning before they head off to school.
Catch up on homework that they didn't
do
the night before.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. And then the days off school program is also there, ages 5 to 12. They can spend school holidays, institute days, in service, stuff like that with the Park District. Talk a little bit about that program and maybe some details about how they can sign up.
Yeah, so most of our days off is paired up with the Bensenville School District. So whenever they have days off, we'll have our days off school program where the kids will come in as early as 7 a.m. And then obviously as late as 6 p.m. They'll come in, we'll give them breakfast. We'll kind of have a structured day where they'll have free play, but we'll also have arts and crafts planned. They'll spend time in the gym playing some sports, kind of give them time to run around. We have a tumbling room, so they love going in there. But it's very kind of I would say a day where the kids don't have to be at school, but they still have a structured day to spend time with their friends from school as well.
And they bring their own lunches
Yes.
for those days?
Yeah, they bring their own lunches, yes.
What kind of things happen on those days? Is there movies? What kind of things occupy them?
Yeah, so each day is kind of different depending on what day, whether it's a week or it's just one day. Sometimes we'll have movie days. I like to put them in one of our racquetball rooms, turn off the lights. They'll have popcorn, drinks. If not, they'll do some arts and crafts on different days, spend time in the gym, get some running around for the kids to get their energy out. It kind of varies. Sometimes we like to do themes for each day depending on where it lands, winter break, Thanksgiving, things like that.
Oh, great. Well, one thing that I thought was really exciting this fall, and I know I've been in this situation as a parent before where something comes up and I have to go, but I can't take my child with me. That's where the Emergency Days program comes into play. Talk a little bit about that program and how does it work, et cetera.
Yeah, so last year kind of came off. I had a couple parents they wanted to drop off their kids for before care or for after care, but they weren't registered for the whole. We do a 1 day, 5 day, things like that. But they just wanted that one day. So I kind of this year we switched around where it's an emergency day off, where maybe the parents work late that one Tuesday. So it's a $30 drop-in fee. We just have them fill out one piece of paper that has allergies, information on the parents' names, pickup list, something they do last minute, but still drop off their kid and have somewhere safe to keep, and then they still have activities to do and things like that until they get out of work or wherever they're going.
Oh, great. Well, that sounds really exciting. August is the time to enroll for early childhood programs as well, talking about the preschool, the primer, what used to be called the primer, and all the associated programs. Talk a little bit about early childhood at the Park District. What does that look like? I know we just had Mrs. B on last month. She's entering her 41st year doing that with the kids. So talk a little bit about that program.
Yeah, so we have our Tiny Top Preschool with Miss B, and then we have with Miss Eileen her class as well. It kind of ages obviously by the ages that the kids are in, but it's either a Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning class or Tuesday, Thursday afternoon class, depending on what the parents are interested in, or if they want to do both. But they come in, they learn some ABCs, they do their colors. They'll do like time for them to read, time for them to spend time outside. But it's kind of a day where like they kind of not only are trying to like gear into their kindergarten, preschool, whatever grade they're going into, but it gives them time to like learn before they hop into like elementary school and get into those higher classes.
And every level builds upon the other, and they're all based on the Illinois state guidelines, correct?
Yes, correct.
Excellent, excellent. Well, that's really great. So many graduates of that program in our elementary schools right now. Enrollment is underway right now. Families are welcome to call ahead with questions. They can call the Park District office at 630-766-7015 or email tinytotschool, ttschool@beevilleparks.org. They can get a hold of the instructors and maybe even meet with them in advance of signing up. Anything you'd like to add about the early childhood programs?
Yeah, so both our teachers are great. Our assistant teachers are amazing. They very much help those kids grow in every aspect, whether it's learning or just kind of like get them to talk a little bit more. And then we do have a day where they get to come in and meet the teacher. Not exactly sure what day it is yet, but it will be when they register. They'll know the date and they'll be on the receipt as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
That's not the only area that you're in charge of, and knowing that the fall program guide is out and in homes, you're in charge of the youth programs as well. A lot of activities. Culinary program has really grown in the past couple of years. A lot of new Cook With Me programs this fall. What can you tell us about those culinary arts programs?
Yeah, I think they're great classes for kids, especially when they're small, to learn how to, even the basic skills of maybe cutting a tomato or like how to cook mac and cheese, something simple. We do have Cook With Me Mexican, Cook With Me Italian, different versions for them to learn different steps and how to cook. So it's a good skill to kind of learn for those kids at a young age.
I like going in and photographing the sessions because a lot of times I get to eat some of it, and it's really great. Cook With Me Sweets, I encourage a lot of people to sign up for that, so that means more snacks for us. Yes. Also under the youth programs is the dog safety and assessment discipline programs, which includes the Dogs at Dusk programs and the Dog Training Apprentice. Talk a little bit about those. Those are recently added, probably in the last 2 years, new programs. Talk a little bit about those.
Yeah, so it's a class for kids to come in and they don't bring their own dogs, but we do have an instructor who brings her own dogs, and she helps those kids train kind of like basic steps on how to sit down or how to do basic stuff for their dogs. For a bunch of families love buying puppies and they don't know how to train them. So this class lets you bring in the kids to come in and learn how to do basic steps to train their own dogs. So they'll learn here at the Park District how to train the instructor's dog, and then they'll go home and teach those same things that they learned here over at home.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So they don't need to bring their dogs or anything.
No.
Final aspect, and I know you don't run that program either, Kim Harrison is going to be running that in the fall, so very excited about that, in partnership with, there's a local group that works that program, right?
Yes.
What is that called? Pause for Kids for Pause?
Pause for Kids, I believe it is.
Yep. So very exciting. You brought back an old favorite. It's been a couple of years since they've had this at the Park District, the Parents' Night Out. Talk a little bit about that. How does that work?
Yeah, so it's we'll do it right now. I believe we have 1 or 2 in the book. We kind of wanted to test it out, see if we would have parents dropping off their kids. But it's kind of like, I would say, just like a drop-in where if the parents want to go on a date night, movie night, maybe they're going out to just for dinner for the night, they can drop off their kids, pay a fee. We'll have whether a theme for the night, whether it's they're watching movies, we're giving some arts and crafts for them to play. They might spend time in the gym. It's kind of like different for every kind of program that we have, but it's just a good I would say like a drop-in for those kids, for the parents that want to go out for that 1 week or something.
And schedule that in advance. You'd stop by the DGLC, sign your children up, and then, or you could call if your household is already set up.
Yes, correct.
Anything else you wish to add about the upcoming fall season?
No, I mean, we're very excited to have these kids. They're starting the school year, for them to start joining all of our programs, cooking classes, our Clubhouse program, preschool, anything. Very excited to have them for this upcoming couple months.
Wonderful. Well, I'm really excited about that Clubhouse program, and especially that emergency days program that you're offering. You can be sure to check out the BeevilleParks.org website, or check out the fall program guide on the website, which includes the Clubhouse, early childhood and youth program information, as well as upcoming activities and special events. The Park District's Movie in the Park series continues with a free dive-in movie presentation of Elemental on Saturday, August 3rd, presented by Armando Perez State Farm and also our friends at Grand Subaru. Watch the family-friendly movie while swimming in the water park and enter to win great raffle prizes too. Gates open at 7:30 and the movie starts at dusk. Also, sign up for Zumba Surf and Turf, the dance party with Aqua Zumba in the pool and Zumba on the pool deck starts at 7:15 on Wednesday, August 7th. The fee is just $8 or $6 for those living in district, and it's free for Water Park and Wood Street Fitness Core Class Pass members. Puppy Yoga is back on August the 10th. These adorable flows for ages 10 and older will surely melt away your stress while benefiting Border Tails Rescue. An additional donation of dog food, collars, and more is encouraged. You can sign up now. Space is limited. Live at White Pines, the concert series returns to the Pavilion at White Pines Saturday, August 10th. Enjoy an evening of live music from Chicago-based The Business. Since its inception, The Business has entertained at such venues as the United Center, House of Blues, Rosemont Convention Center, Navy Pier, and the Field Museum, Taste of Chicago, and more. Admission is free. Food and beverages will be available for purchase beginning at 6 p.m. Summer Fitness Days workouts conclude with a free outdoor boot camp from 9 to 10 a.m. on the 18th of August at Varble Park. Be sure to stop by for a calorie-burning good time. And don't miss the 3 Dune Challenge, family hiking trip to the Indiana Dunes. Get active on this 1.5-mile hike over the park's 3 tallest dunes, followed by a bring-your-own picnic lunch. The fee is just $17 per person, $15 for those in district. It includes transportation to and from the Indiana Dunes. You can sign up at the Deer Grove Leisure Center or calling 630-766-7015 by August 11th. Don't miss the Jim Giles Family Golf Night after 5 p.m. on Sunday, August 18th. Don't miss out on the affordable rates in a family-friendly environment. Visit whitepinesgolf.com/family nights for more information. Beginner and Advanced Kids Karate for ages 4 to 14 begins Thursday, August 22nd and runs each week through October 18th. Fees are $79 for the session, $53 for those living in the district. Register a week in advance at the DGLC or call 630-766-7015. Most of these programs and more are included in the summer and fall program guides, which can be found on the BeevilleParks.org website. Don't forget, fall program registration opens Tuesday, August 6th for in-district patrons and August 7th for everybody else. Sign up for programs and activities at the Deer Grove Leisure Center, 1000 West Wood Street in Bensenville. That's all the time we have today. Thanks to our guest, Leslie Monarrez, and to Bensenville Multimedia Communications for their great work in putting this show together. Till next time, so long, everybody.